The price of Bitcoin is currently $22,840. Looking at the price of Bitcoin, we are currently in this narrowing range that you see right here, and we've touched the bottom of the VWAP, which is of course pretty good news for crypto. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss with you what is going to happen with the CME gap, because currently the price on the CME exchange closed on Friday at $22,390, and the current price of Bitcoin is $22,840. A $500 discrepancy in the price of Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin's price is to continue to close that gap this evening, essentially it would mean that the price of Bitcoin does something pretty much like this, dropping very significantly to the downside at quite an increasing pace, to be honest. So it's $22,300. So that would actually sit around this level right here is where the gap closed. I actually drew that line a little bit too deep there. I do apologize. But in today's video, that's what we're going to be discussing. So if you are interested in the price of Bitcoin, seeing my current open trades, by the way, let's discuss the current open trades. Just looking at my assets right now, 126,000 in the account, started with $7,000 just a few days ago. Currently, everything is in profit. So if you want to see more about what I'm doing with my current open trades, with the price of Bitcoin, my analysis, all that kind of thing, and of course we'll be checking in on the price of XTP that has bounced up 50% so far today from the lows from one malicious seller or one or two malicious sellers that have been basically exiting their positions in the price of the coin. Then I'm going to update you on all of that stuff. So make sure you have slapped the like on today's video, subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to hit 700 likes on this video, so please do slap a like on it. And we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel before the end of 2023. So make sure you've slapped like and subscribed, and let's crack straight on. So the first thing that I want to discuss here is my current open Bitcoin positions and stuff like that. $133,000 long on Bitcoin, $20,000 long on Algorand, like I made the video about on my main channel, $12,000 long on BNB after yesterday's video, and $40,000 long on CHAINLINK. The CHAINLINK position is $2,000 in profit. The BNB position is $46 in profit, which is really nothing compared to where I expect the price to go. This one here, the Algorand trade, is $3,000 in profit. On my Bitcoin trade is $9,300 in profit. What do I intend on doing with those positions? Well, actually, I know that like let me explain this on the chart. A lot of people are expecting this to happen right now. Not even just like a few people. Pretty much everyone is expecting that CME gap to close. And you know what that means? That means the gap's not going to close. I'm not taking this CME gap trade today. I don't think it's going to play out. I think there are a lot of people expecting the price of Bitcoin to decline, but I just don't buy into it. And the reason I don't buy into it is we've touched that bottom of that VWAP right there. And this is something that plays out time and time again. Touch the bottom, bounce to the upside. Touch the bottom, bounce to the upside. We do it time and time and time again. And if we look down now at the 15-minute chart and check again on the VWAP, you'll see that we did get quite a confirmed bounce off the bottom side of the VWAP right there. So as far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin shouldn't really lose this level where we're currently at. And if we look at the current levels of liquidity here, you can see that essentially if we are to lose this level of liquidity, in theory, we should drop back down to the next major level of liquidity, which would be about $21,000. That'd be about a $2,000 drop in the price of Bitcoin. That would cause the altcoin market to go down significantly. It caused Bitcoin's price to go down significantly, but I don't buy into this. I've seen this scenario before. I think we are potentially at the start of a bull market, and if I am correct in that, it means that we don't go down. In essence, that's the long and short of the theory. We're going up now to the 1 hour chart to explain a little bit more. In fact, let's go over to a slightly higher time frame, 4 hours, and show you what's going on the 4 hour chart. So zoomed fully out on the 4 hour chart, I want to show you how Bitcoin's price could potentially break up very significantly tomorrow, because we don't really have a whole lot of resistance left in this range. The next key level of resistance is somewhere around here, which is $24,500, there or thereabouts. And after that, it's plain sailing all the way up to $29,000. And this is kind of what I'm expecting to happen to the price of Bitcoin next week. I think we're probably going to have some more explosive growth. And if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter, because I'm also going to show you the downside levels of which invalidate this bullish theory in today's video. In fact, I'm going to show you those levels right now. So to the downside, like, what are we expecting? If Bitcoin's price does fail at these levels, what does that look like and how can we best trade that? Well, for me, it would be a break below this support level right here. Currently sitting at $22,600. A break below $22,600 would pretty much mean at that point in time, we're definitely going to close that CME gap, which is sitting around 22,300. If we close 22,300, then happy days. It's a good long opportunity as far as I'm concerned. However, if we continue trading to the downside target would be somewhere around this level of liquidity right here. So we could potentially drop as low as $20,700. I just don't buy into that theory right now. I don't feel like it's all that realistic. I feel like it's a theory born out of hopium from bears that are trapped in short positions. And we all know there are a lot of bears trapped in their short positions right now. So yeah, in terms of my current open trades and what we've been looking at recently, I believe that the entire market is wrong, and I'm right, and that's why I'm leaving these trades open for now. I think there is more to come from these particular trades, so I'm keeping a very close eye on it. So I guess one of the other things that we need to talk about in today's video, now we've discussed Bitcoin and the CME gap, would be my BNB trade. Now, BNB, I said the other day, look, it looks like it's going to bounce. BNB's Bitcoin value has started to bounce now. I also wanted to show you some of my previous calls, just so you can understand. Like, I publish all of my charts and stuff to TradingView, so you can see them after the videos and stuff like that. Not every single time, but most of the time, I post these charts and stuff like that. So if we go through here and we click on pretty much any one of these charts. So again, I said DXY potentially going down to push up stocks and crypto. Stocks. I don't know why I put stocks and crypto down again. That's wrong. Anyway, I put long position here. That was correct. Point is, Ethereum price nearing breakout territory on this one in particular. We click on here where I made this chart. I said, look, it's nearing breakout territory. Bam, straight to the upside. We break out quite significantly. This one right here, Ethereum breaking 1 year downtrend. Recommended position, long position. Bam, straight to the upside. Again, nice little profitable trade. Polkadot is possibly one of the best buys in crypto. Called it all the way down at the bottom right here. Bam, we've bounced back to the upside. Things like this show proof that, again, we get things right on the channel very, very frequently, and that pays. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that because it's been a while since we checked in some of the history of some of the previous trades that we've taken on the channel, and so I just thought it'd be important to bring that to your attention. Another thing we called recently was GLMR. GLMR coin, which you can trade on BYBIT. You'll find a link for BYBIT in today's video description. But GLMR coin is currently encountering this level of resistance right here at approximately 47 cents. Currently sitting at 46 cents. I think next week we break through this. Ultimately here, we've done something, and I want to show you what we've actually done. We've actually formed a bullish divergence on the RSI. Now, I use the RSI pretty much exclusively for divergence. So here you can see we've got downwards price action, upwards RSI. Bullish divergence right there on the daily chart. At the same time, just zooming out on GLMR to get an idea of where it is in terms of its current price. I mean, it's right down at the very, very bottom. You probably couldn't get lower in price for this coin right now. It is absolutely in the toilet. Why wouldn't I be buying some of this if I believe in it? And I do believe in it. And I believe there are many things like that in the crypto space right now. And crypto appears to be inviting in more investors than it usually has been doing recently. And that's another reason why I expect this bullish market is probably going to continue. I don't really expect it to end. And I know that there are so many people out there that are saying it's going to end, tomorrow it's going to dump, this and that. And I just don't buy into it. I really don't buy into it. The other thing that I want to show you is TAP right now. So TAP's price today, this morning, everyone had a bit of a shock, including me, waking up and going, damn, that's down pretty bad. Why is that down bad? Well, it appears there's basically somebody sold into the price today of TAP, approximately causing a 34% price collapse. However, since that price collapse, the price of TAP has actually bounced up very significantly. So congratulations if you are like me and you managed to buy the dip, because now you currently sat 44% in profit. Now, there is something going to happen with the price of TAP pretty soon, or at least I expect so. And I think that there's many big things in the pipeline that are going to happen with TAP. So I just say, look, wait for some news to come, and then I'm going to make a video. I'm going to explain what's happening with TAP and how the app is growing and stuff like that. Again, we get news about TAP from something called an RNS data feed, and through there they will publish news about how many users of their application, how their application is growing, because everything like that, because it's a stock coin, not stock coin, or rather it's listed on the stock market, they have to go through the proper procedure for releasing news and information and stuff like that, which means that essentially every piece of news that you receive about TAP will first of all come from an RNS feed. It'll get fed to all of the major newspapers, then the major newspapers report on it, and then the retail investors find out. So if you subscribe to an RNS feed, you get that news first, and that's why you should be watching the channel. It's why you should be subscribed to the channel, because I'll get this news first as well as soon as it comes. Now, I don't particularly know what it is. I just know that it's been a while and the RNS feed is all set up and it's going to start getting some usage pretty gosh darn soon. So yeah, I'm excited about TAP. I think the next week's going to be great. And from my perspective, what I'm looking at right now for the price of TAP would be a breakout of this key resistance level right here. We break this kind of long-term downtrend now that's been existing since the 19th of January. Today's date is the 22nd of January, so it's a 3-day downtrend that we've been stuck in. But when we break back to the upside, I think that we'll at least revisit all-time highs. And should we revisit all-time highs, that's a further 60% price increase from where the price currently sits. Hence why I'm very bullish, because if you look at the actual order book right now on the price of TAP, there just isn't that much selling. There's just not that much. Whoever's been selling has pretty much sold out, and 10 Bitcoins now takes us back up to 70 sats to get back up all the way to, how many Bitcoin would it take to get to 100? It takes quite a few to get to 100, but bearing in mind, today on a Sunday, 98 Bitcoins of volume, it's massive. And to be honest, the only thing that TAP needs to do now to stabilize after having a crash like it had earlier today is some more liquidity to fill in the sell side, the buy side of the order book, and that would stabilize the price a little bit. Because again, it's been a little bit volatile because the buy side is still a little bit thin because there's so many market orders going through because everybody just wants to buy while it's cheap. So that's kind of what's going on with the price of TAP right now. So that's looking fantastic. Now, of course, Bitcoin is looking great. I don't expect that CME gap to close. At the point where we know the CME gap is going to close would be kind of a break of this downside level of support here, $22,650. So again, we lose that $22,650. Odds are we close the gap, and that'll be at $22,300. I don't necessarily expect that gap to close, but it's going to be interesting watching it. Again, that's where the gap currently sits. So it's not that much below Bitcoin's price. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if we left that gap open. It seems pretty insignificant. And if we did close it, it'd probably be more like a bounce quickly to the downside and then a bounce swiftly back upwards. Because again, $22,390 is not that much of a drop. It's really not. It's like 0.5% or something like that. So all in all, I believe the market looks bullish right now. I believe that sentiment is bullish. I believe the market outlook is bullish. And if we do close that CME gap, I'm expecting a drop back down next week. Maybe slight consolidation would be in order, but we need to wait for that drop down to the downside first. If we do drop to the downside, I want to point out my sentiment shifts. Currently, my sentiment is only based off the data that I can see, and the data that I can see suggests that, again, more sideways action and potentially bullish action throughout the course of the next week. But I'll be updating you tomorrow morning first thing. So again, make sure you've slapped like on today's video, trying to get to, I think I said 600 likes or something like that. That'd be fantastic. Again, subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in trading, please do check out the trading tutorial on the screen right now. And please do check out the links in today's video description to BYBIT and BitGet, both of which are the exchanges of which I trade on. So check that out. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.